Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, Poundkeyz. I am Curnette and today we are painting on wood slices. The topic will be Pokemon because I love Pokemon, and straight up for the entire Christmas holiday and January while I was sick, I was playing a lot of Pokemon. Also, it was dead at work, so I was playing Pokemon there. Don't tell the boss. But anyways, I did start off with Ghastly. I think I made him a little bit too cute for this one, but it's okay because Chibi Ghastly looks like baby and I want to hug him, but I can't because he's a slice of wood. But I did have fun making him, even though he turned out rounder than I had intended. I don't know what it is. I think it's just his forehead might be too big. That's why he looks like baby to me. But I think he turned out adorable, and considering this is like my first time drawing Ghastly. Like, I don't remember ever drawing Ghastly, but I drew him this time. And now that I think about it, there are a ton of Pokemon that I've never drawn, so I'm just like, oh, okay, maybe I should like do my next campaign focused on Pokemon. So that's what I'm wondering, but right now I'm doing a cat campaign and I'll see what happens. So this is the completed Ghastly. He is adorable, and yeah, let's move on to the next one. I am choosing Vulpix because honestly, when I was growing up, I thought she was the cutest, like, Pokemon. I think it has to do with, like, her big eyes and her fluffiness. That's why I liked her. Also, when she evolves into Ninetales, I know I sound like a nerd when I'm talking about this, but when she evolves into Ninetales, she is so pretty. So that's why I liked Ninetales. And then this is actually the first time of me drawing any Vulpix artwork, so I'm just like, okay, let me pay my respects to the Vulpix and draw her all fluffy with her 6 tails. But anyways, I didn't have too much difficulty painting her, except when it came to the paws, because I ended up making the paw color too light and I needed to use pencil crayons a lot more than I thought I would need them for this image. I'm using Faber-Castell. Sorry if my head keeps popping into the screen. I will get my glasses fixed so I don't need to be that up close. But anyways, yeah, it was just the paws. I felt as though the color was too similar to the base color of the body, so that's why I ended up using my Faber-Castell pencil crayons to kind of pull the feet. And it's like, like you can see the paws are dry, but it's looking too similar, so that's why I went in with this. It could have gone over with more paint, but then I'm just like, I would then have to make another mess. So because I'm already a messy painter, I'm just like, let me just get this piece done. That was the goal. But I will admit, like, the MVP of all these wooden pieces today have been the pencil crayons, because a lot of the times I don't think like I have the proper paintbrushes or the paintbrush size for doing images this small and needing this much attention to detail. So that's why I'm so glad and grateful that I had these pencil crayons, considering that I barely use them. So I'm going to need to do some pencil crayon drawing videos in the future. But I do like how Vulpix turned out. She's really cute, very simple. I didn't make it too complicated. I do wish I added flowers in the grass to kind of make it stand out a bit more, or to add a little bit more variety to the background. I did consider painting the background blue, but then I'm just like, that takes away from the wood, so I wanted to keep the whole woodiness there. And it kind of looks like a Pokemon battle scene where you're just like, you've encountered a wild Vulpix, and now Vulpix has fled. obviously I had to paint the mascot Pikachu. I think I might have chosen a yellow that's lighter than the actual Pikachu, but it's okay. It still works out. But yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but there is something missing in this image. If you can guess, great, but you'll find out later anyways. But here I am painting Pikachu. I made him holding a ketchup bottle because growing up there was an episode where there was like Electabuzz and Scyther. They were enemies and they hated each other, and they both hated the color red. And in that episode, Pikachu was like coddling a bottle of ketchup. Oh, sorry. This paint did get a bit runny and kind of went outside the lines, but I managed to fix it. But anyways, Electabuzz and Scyther get into a fight and they cut up Pikachu's bottle of ketchup because they hated the color red. And then Pikachu was upset because like he loved ketchup, and as a result the ketchup bottle was destroyed, so he couldn't have any more ketchup. So that is why I gave him the red ketchup bottle. I know a lot of you are just like, I'm not sure if I remember that, but like if you are watching, or if you've watched the original first season of Pokemon ever, that's what happens. But that was like 20 plus years ago. So now you all know that I'm super old and I super love Pokemon. But have you guessed what is missing from this image yet? It's about to happen. You're about to see it. It's the tail, and yeah, I'm a little bit embarrassed that I almost forgot it, because it would be awkward if I said this is finished and Pikachu has no tail, since the tail's iconic and I should never forget his tail. But anyways, this wood texture is kind of weird. Not all of the slices have the same texture, but this one, it kind of gets a little bit pilly. If you notice where Pikachu's tail is, it looks kind of bumpy. I don't know what kind of wood this is, but it's not an issue for the paint, but it becomes a bit of annoyance when I use the pencil crayons, because when I'm going in and trying to add the detail, it's kind of pilling and scraping away and getting stuck on the pencil. I have to like wipe it off. Like you can see, if you notice, there's very little on the tip of my pencil crayon in the corner. But yeah, it also kind of makes it a little bit difficult to make the eyes as well, because this wood bleeds a little bit, but I did my best to navigate around it, and it still looks like Pikachu. Last but not least, I have the biggest slice of wood, and I drew Snorlax on him because I have been playing Pokemon Sleep in order to try and better my sleeping habits. But honestly, I just have fun feeding the Pokemon and making new recipes. But anyways, here is Snorlax. I did go in with a blue that I was messing around with. It wasn't exactly the blue that I wanted at first, so I just ended up going with ultramarine blue. I wish I did more to adjust the color a bit more, but this felt like it was working for me. The entire piece does come together quite nicely at the end, but I did keep everything simple. with Snorlax. I also didn't have a lot of ultramarine, so I ended up opening up this gouache and cutting the bottom so that way I can just use whatever paint that was left in it. But the struggle was real. I'm just like, this is the only blue that I moderately like. And there's like a couple of errors when I made this, but don't worry, I did my best to fix what I had. But the whole image itself, I feel like it gives the whole Pokemon Sleep vibe that I was going for. Even though Snorlax isn't lying down, but I mean the whole idea of berries and fruits, which the berries I will be painting in later, but it gives that kind of vibe that Snorlax likes to eat, at least. As for the bushes in the background, I wanted to do more than one color of bush to kind of create a little bit of depth. I do wish I did create a little bit more contrast, but it still works. And after doing a painting like this, I did think to myself, oh, maybe I do need to do some more practice when it comes to backgrounds, and I'm going to be planning some videos where I do study backgrounds, because I've been watching some really beautiful freehand painting of like sceneries and all that other stuff on TikTok, and it has been a blast to study their technique. And I have been like low-key excited about finding ways to improve my artwork now that I took all this other pressure off, that I'm more trying to focus on enjoying the art and the process. So now I feel excited about looking at new things to explore, and yeah, that's what I can't wait for, like, all the fun stuff to happen for this year. Also, I'm fixing the feet because it turns out they were the wrong color, so I'm just trying to correct that. Yeah, I'm sorry about all the mistakes that I made, but it's part of the process, and I'm trying not to feel too bad about it. Like, a part of me is just like, I should have looked at my reference more, but I'm just like, it is what it is. I'm accepting my mistakes and my imperfections. Besides, Snorlax feet, they're cute. Also, after this video, I have been considering doing more character studies. I don't know what characters I'm going to do, or which characters, or how I'm going to do them or execute them, but I will figure something out. I'll probably do some test runs at home before making a video, or maybe I might just jump into it automatically. But character studies are of interest, since I do go to a lot of cartoon, anime, and comic conventions, and I'm just like, well, if I'm gonna be vending there, I should practice, and also it would be a great way for me to hone my skills if somebody wants to do commissions, because low-key I've been doing my best to avoid commissions like the plague, but reality is commissions save me, and I just need to get comfortable. And a lot of the commissions that I have gotten in the past have been Pokemon. as you can see, I have all my berries and most of the details are in, so I'm just like adding a bit of texture to Snorlax here to finish him off and make him pop a little bit, also to the bushes so they don't like melt into the background too much. But yeah, this is the finished piece. I'm super happy about how it turned out, and yeah, this is Snorlax enjoying a delicious meal of berries. And here are all my lovely Pokemon slices. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you again next week, Saturday at 2 p.m. All right, bye everybody.